I don't preach to unbelievers. I think that's what evangelists and missionaries do. I preach to Christians. So if you're here and you're not saved, I'm really proud of you because we don't hold back anything with the word. We preach to Christians. But it's very important that every Sunday morning I am prepared to feed the sheep. Now, my strategy for growing our church is to feed the sheep. My strategy for helping widows and orphans is to feed the sheep. My strategy for winning the lost is to feed the sheep. My strategy for evangelizing is to feed the sheep. My strategy for growing the men's group is to feed the sheep. And here's why. Healthy sheep always produce sheep. The shepherd doesn't produce sheep. Sheep produce sheep. And the healthiest sheep in the church are the ones who are always bringing other people into the kingdom. The reason they're healthy is because they get fed on a regular basis. It is not my job as the pastor to do the work of the ministry. It is my job as a pastor to equip you to do the work of the ministry. Now, it is my job as a believer to do the work. As a believer, I serve in the area of music. But that's my service. In other words, I work my 40 hours a week as a pastor. I serve after that on the music team, writing the parodies and doing stuff like that. And once I give that away, I'm going to serve in another area. But my job as a pastor is not to do the work. My job as a pastor is to equip you to do the work. I'll show you. Ephesians 4:11. Christ himself gave apostles, prophets, evangelists, pastors, and teachers. Here's why. To equip his people for service.
And has struck me time and time again, Pastor JP. Is his biblical reference legitimate? Yes and no. I mean, it is in fact a Bible verse, but as always, he's like a Joel Osteen. He Google searches the word pastor in the Bible and picks a verse without any using any of the backstory to it. So what I find interesting is he picks this verse to justify that it is not his job to bring people to Jesus. Okay, that's evangelist jobs. But what he doesn't mention is what the Bible does say is his requirements as pastor of a church. 1 Timothy 3 says that being a pastor is a noble task. You must be above reproach, the husband of one wife, sober-minded, self-controlled, respectable, hospitable, not a drunk, not violent, but gentle, not quarrelsome, not a lover of money. Then Titus 1 says this about pastors, that they are not to be arrogant, quick-tempered, violent, greedy. They are to be the lovers of good, self-controlled, upright, holy, and disciplined. You notice he left those things out. He left those things out. Why is that?